Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome in. It's AJ, the Average Gamer 714 across all channels. We have NLDS baseball to watch. We have the Cubs Brewers game 2. The Cubs are in the road Grays. That's what we got on. This should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to this. Cubs need to win this one to bring it 1-1 going home to Wrigley. Let's get you guys into the action. Let's go. All right. So, same deal as last time. We got the game day up here on the screen. There's a little 3D model over here. We got the lineups, which I know that the Milwaukee is partially blocked by our chat here, but it's Milwaukee and we care about the Cubs. So, strike one to Justin Turner. We are underway. That was quick. Trying to get myself situated here. Let's go. Where's my red at? That's orange. Or is it? Yeah, that's orange. Where's red? Come on. All right, I guess we're just going to stick with blue. That's fine. Quickly, 1 and 2 here on Justin Turner. I do have the game on my phone right below here, so I can see what is going on. We need to get some LED color. Justin Turner flies out to left field. Jackson Chourio to start the game. Get some blue up in here, huh? Get some cubby blue up in here. Again, interesting choice to go Justin Turner lead off. I understand switching him out for Michael Busch, given that Ashby is a left-handed hitter. I understand it, but at the same time, I would not have put Justin Turner off in the lead-off spot. That is for sure. So I am about a pitch behind from the cast that you see on the screen and the live cast that is on my phone. So we're a little quicker than we were on Saturday's game when we watched. Cubs offense did not show up very much in game 1. Hardly at all, actually. Taking a beat down 9-3. But it's okay. It's the postseason. And what's glorious about the postseason is you really can take game 1 and just put it out of your mind and play game 2 like it's a brand new game or the brand new start to the series, and you could try to get yourself ahead quick. Nico Horner taking a ball well out of the zone. Looks like he shoots it down the right field line for a nice little single there. We like that, so that's good. We got a base runner early. After swinging at a nasty pitch that was down in the dirt, as I'm seeing that live now on my phone. So yeah, we'll go through the Cubs lineup real quick. It is Justin Turner, leadoff man, batting number 2, Nico Horner, 3rd, Kyle Tucker, 4th, Seiya Suzuki, Ian Happ, Carson Kelly, Crow Armstrong, Swanson, and Shaw. With Imanaga, the starting pitcher today. I'm really going to look for those 3 in the middle of the order, Tucker, Suzuki, and Happ, to do something. If you want to look a little bit further down the line, need Pete Crow Armstrong to definitely get it going in today's game. That will help a lot as well. As we have an injury delay already, what's going on here? Did Tucker take a foul ball off that shin he was having problems with? Yeah, he did, right off the top of the knee. Oh, no. Oh, no, right off the top of the knee. That is not good. Actually, just above the knee, right where it's tender, too, man. Oh, no. Oh, I guess it's a good thing he's batting DH today. Shit. I mean, to be fair, I don't suspect to really see him playing right field anytime soon. Maybe in the World Series if we were to make it that far. Oh, that umpire cam is actually pretty legit though on my phone, giving me a first class look at Kyle Tucker's knee there. Yeah, I suppose that you could really take the gamble on keeping him in the game as opposed to what you normally would, right? Because having him at DH, as long as he's able to twist, which it looks like he is, taking a ball down in the down and out, you really can take the gamble on leaving him in, being that he is at DH, as long as if he gets on base, he is able to at least move. You don't have to worry about him, obviously, in right field, because Suzuki's out there. 2-1 on Kyle Tucker to get this at bat rolling. Yeah, the one thing we got to see is the Cubs bats come alive early as compared to Saturday's game. Michael Busch hit that leadoff home run, but after that, it was not a very fun time getting things going for the Chicago Cubs on Saturday. What I need to see is the production at the top of the lineup. Obviously I don't agree with Turner being in the leadoff spot, but I got to see it out of Horner, Tucker, Suzuki, and then looking at Crow, Armstrong, and Swanson down there. Like to see them do something. I also want to see Matt Shaw get himself a hit. He has not gotten a hit yet this postseason. A 0 average, but has a 200 OPS. Fully loaded up on Kyle Tucker. Oh, Kyle Tucker draws a walk. Men on first and second, 1 out for Seiya Suzuki coming up to the plate. Suzuki has been known to do some damage against the Milwaukee Brewers. I think he has a home run off of Ashby, actually, if I remember correctly. Listen, I don't need heroics. I don't need a home run. I just need you to get the ball into some green grass. That was the problem that we had on Saturday. Balls were not finding the grass until very late in the game when it was kind of garbage time. So what I would like to see is just put the ball in play. Just start there. Put the ball in play and see what happens. Watching on the live feed on my phone, watching Kyle Tucker go down the line to first base. Doesn't look like he's limping at all, so that'll be good. Looking for Seiya Suzuki to do some damage here. Don't need a home run. Just put the ball in play. That's a good eye. Just outside of the bottom of the zone there. Suzuki taking a ball. Not very known to take very many balls, as a matter of fact. But good eye on Seiya Suzuki. Oh boy. We have a 3-run home run by Seiya Suzuki to put the Cubs up on top early. Seiya Suzuki does not miss those baseballs that are high and just out of the zone. That's right there above the belt. Seiya Suzuki does not miss those. Seiya Suzuki and his terror against the Milwaukee Brewers continues in the NLDS Game 2. 3-run shot by yours truly, Seiya Suzuki. Oh, yeah, no, he did not miss that. Watching the live feed back on my phone, he did not miss that at all. He sent that ball sky high into the upper deck above the Milwaukee Brewers bullpen. That is insane. Ian Happ taking a ball down and in. I'd like to just see the next man up mentality that we had earlier in the year. Just keep the ball in play. You don't have to do anything crazy with it. Just move it along nice and smooth and just see what happens from there. That's all you can control. And if you give Imanaga a nice lead to start with, that'll help him kind of get his rhythm. I think that was kind of what was plaguing Imanaga the last couple of starts, starting, blank slate 0-0, but with the Cubs up 3, perhaps he can attack the zone a little bit earlier. Oh, man, Ian Happ down looking. I probably would have swung at that just because it's in the zone, but what do I know? I'm just a guy behind a mic. Carson Kelly coming up to the plate. Called strike 1 at the top edge of the zone. And again, you don't have to be a hero. Not everybody has to hit home runs today. All you got to do is just keep it moving to the next guy. That was a very lucky called ball there. That probably could have gone as a strike for sure. Probably dependent upon the catcher's framing on that one. Right down the middle of the zone, looking. Carson, what are you doing, my friend? Swing at that, please. It's down the heart of the zone. You can't not swing at that. It is the NLDS. Come with 2 outs and no one on, swing away, brother. Swing away. Ball down in the dirt. All right. Even up 2-2. If you guys are just tuning in and want to talk Cubs, Brewers, baseball, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will respond as we go along. The more people we can get in here talking about this game, the better. And Carson Kelly lines out to second baseman Bryce Terang to end the top of the first. Let's see what my brother said here. All right. See what we got going on over here. 3-0. Cubs up early on a Seiya Suzuki 3-run homer. We love to see that. Alexander Zaz, welcome to the chat. Who are you voting for? I'm assuming by that emoji you might be looking for the Brewers to take a win today, is my assumption. Seiya Suzuki absolutely crushed that ball. Seiya Suzuki in his reign on terror against the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee is absolute insanity. He loves hitting home runs at Miller Park, or as we like to call it, Wrigley North. What I would like to see, again, out of the Cubs today, I just want to see just next man up. You don't got to do anything heroic. Just keep the ball in play today. That is one thing that we struggled with on Saturday's game. Ton of strikeouts, 13 of them to be exact. The Cubs had a ton of strikeouts, and not only the strikeouts, but when they were getting hits, they were keeping them in the infield. So when you get some hits, just get them out to the outfield, whether that be ground ball or a fly ball. Just get the ball out of the infield. That's what I want to see for improvement over Saturday's game. I definitely believe that they can do that. They just have to keep game 1 out of their mind at this point. And again, going up 3-0 to the bottom of the first, I think that this helps Imanaga a lot. I think that he can attack the edges of the zone a little bit like he should be doing. He might be able to settle into a rhythm a little bit quicker than he typically does. So maybe this 3-0 start helps Imanaga just a little bit. It is my hope that Imanaga doesn't get put into a pinch early. So this first inning, I think, is going to be very indicative of how Imanaga's night is going to go. He's either going to have smooth sailing, and he may be able to go 5, 6, 7, or depending on pitch count, he's going to have to grind through like 3 or 4 and then hand it over to the bullpen. But we also do have that day off tomorrow before we go back to Wrigley's, so that could help the bullpen a little bit. We'll see what happens. Okay, quickly, 2-1 here on Churrio, the left fielder. Jackson Churrio, did he not leave yet Saturday's game with that hamstring issue? I'm surprised that he's actually playing today. Although it is playoff baseball, so you kind of play by different rules in the postseason. So I mean, I get it. I get it. For those of you who may be joining in, yes, as you can tell, we are not broadcasting the game. That would definitely be struck down immediately. So what we have here is we have the MLB Game Day up on the screen, and we're just talking about the game as it progresses. If you're a Cubs fan, you're more than welcome. If you're a Brewers fan, you're more than welcome. This is a platform that we could just talk throughout the duration of the game, have a bunch of fun here. I think that would be really fun. So that's why we broadcasted the first game, and it went pretty well, actually. So, like I said, Cubs fan or Brewers fan, doesn't matter. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking for the game. Let me know what what you think the final score is going to end up being. Who do you think is going to win the series? Let's get a conversation going. 1 out, 1-1 on Terang. It looks like Imanaga's slider is working pretty efficiently based off of those first 2 pitches. Third pitch ball out of the zone. Couldn't quite bring it back into the zone. But it looks like, as I'm seeing this here on the live feed that I actually have on my phone, which is about a pitch and a half behind, it looks like he's getting that slider down and out in the zone, which is good. He's going to like that a lot. If he can establish that slider down and away early against the lefties and down and in on the righties, that is going to be good for him. Bryce Terang goes down swinging. A strikeout for Imanaga here. Opened the game up with 2 strikeouts, as a matter of fact. Keep that traffic as light as you can early. That will help Imanaga the most tonight, in my opinion. Say what now? Sorry, I gotta respond to a text message real quick. Oh, William Contreras swung on a ball well out of the zone. Looks like he sends a single down the left field line to Ian Happ, though, as you can see right up here in the upper left-hand corner. He sure did. Imanaga went right back to that pitch, and William Contreras was waiting for it. So William Contreras singled down the left field line to Ian Happ with a runner on, 2 outs for Imanaga. See what he can do here against the very, very dangerous Christian Yelich. Oh, first pitch swinging, Christian Yelich single into left field. That'll be a men on first and second for Imanaga now with 2 down. I wonder if Yelich was kind of sitting on that pitch there up in the zone, or Maybe he just got a little lucky. I'm going to have to see that on the live replay. What kind of pitch that was. Or will it tell me here? Four-seam fastball. Yeah, middle up. Let's see here on this replay. Yep, Christian Yelich was waiting for first pitch fastball for sure. So put that in the memory bank for the next time around, Shota. Yeah, Yelich just slicing that one the other way. I mean, there's not much you could do about that. He was on it too. Like he was waiting for that first pitch fastball, 100%. Seiya Suzuki's home run clocked in at 440 feet. That is a monster home run. If the roof is closed, anyways. But way down and in getting swung at there by Vaughn. Hey, Shota, you started off so good with those first two outs. Slow down there, buddy. You don't need to run up 30 pitches in the first inning, my boy. Just settle down, throw your pitch. Like I said, the thing that'll help Imanaga the most here is to not have to deal with very high pitch counts, which he's in the middle of one right now. And just like that, it is a tie game. Andrew Vaughn hits a 3-run homer. It is tied up 3-3 in the bottom of the first. Not what I wanted to see. I was hoping that a 3-0 lead early would help Imanaga be able to attack that zone a little bit. Clearly, that was not the case. Well, this is going to be one of them grinded out games, it appears. That's 100% for sure. I can tell you that right now. I mean, to be fair, though, if there's anyone that could grind out a start for the Cubs after giving up a home run, it is definitely Imanaga, but he's got to get settled in really quick here. Really quick. All right, Sal Frelick out on a fly ball to center field. Is that where that went? Is that what I saw? Is that right field? Oh, flies out to second baseman. Just kidding. Didn't even make it that far. All right, so now what we need is the offense to just keep it rolling, get yourself some pitch counts. The game is tied 3-3 going to the top of the second after a Seiya Suzuki 3-run homer and a Vaughn 3-run homer for the Milwaukee Brewers. Tied 3-3 going to the second. What I want to see is PCA get on base because he's very dangerous on the base paths. 100% he is. I'd like to see him get active on the base paths. I want to see Dansby Swanson move him over. I need to see good old Shaw, Matty Shaw. I need to see Matty Shaw get a hit in this first at bat. I think that he could be the X factor in tonight's game. I have to imagine that Turner's probably going to get pinch hit for by Bush at some point, depending on who's up in the bullpen for Milwaukee. However, what needs to happen is two things. One, Imanaga needs to settle in. He needs to be able to slow the game down so that he's not having to have too many men on base. And you need to see guys like PCA and Matt Shaw start producing. We haven't seen them produce a whole lot yet. PCA did against San Diego. Shaw really has not yet. He's been struggling quite a bit. So I need to see Shaw in this first at bat do something. I'm not saying hit a home run and do massive damage, but if someone's on base, get a hit and move them over. All right, so coming up in the top of the second, it'll be Pete Crow Armstrong, the center fielder, Dansby Swanson at shortstop, and Matty Shaw, the third baseman. That is who we have coming up to the plate in the top of the second. I think if you can manage to turn the lineup over here, and you could start working some good-sized pitch counts against Ashby, I think that will help. You got him up to 25 just in the first inning there, and I'm pretty sure that Imanaga wound up somewhere around the same. So yeah, I think if you could just get, that's a borderline strike call, but okay. Try to turn the lineup over, and by that I mean I need Shaw to get a base hit. I need Shaw to get a base hit in this at bat, this inning. PCA getting a pop out. That is not what we like to see. All right, 1-1 on Dansby Swanson after a ball in the dirt. Again, I just don't want to see quick outs. Quick outs is going to be the absolute death of this offense. Just stay off the pitches, out of the zone, work some pitch counts, draw some walks, do what you did very, very well the first 4 months of the season, and you'll be all right. You don't got to get crazy with it. You just got to be able to pick up. You just have to pick up those pitch counts. I mean, that's really all you can ask for. Just don't swing at anything out of the zone. Put the ball in play. You'll be all right. It appears that Ashby is having a tough time controlling that changeup. His changeup and curveball both. A lot of them have been out of the zone. in on right-handed batters and down in the dirt. So the Cubs could really take advantage of this early if they can get some base runners out of it. Although swinging at that number 6 pitch is quite a smart idea on Dansby Swanson's part. We've seen the Cubs a couple of times get rung up on some low pitches that's down in the zone, particularly. More so against San Diego than Milwaukee's game on Saturday. But we are really having to expand our zones because of these umpires. A deep fly ball to right field. It appears to be just short of the warning track, but a 7-pitch count for Dansby Swanson there. All right, Shaw. I think that this game, I think the momentum of this game is going to hinge on whether you can get a hit right here or right now. And it's so unfortunate for Shaw too, because like right before the end of the regular season, like he picked his bat up a ton. He picked it up a ton, and then it seemed like once the postseason started, he looked absolutely lost against San Diego, and that I cannot believe that was called a ball. Wow, that 100% should have been a strike, unless that crossed up the catcher, and it was bad framing. That 100% should have been a strike. Come on, Shaw. Give me a blue dot on the screen. Oh, yeah. No, that didn't cross up the catcher. That 100% should have been that third pitch ball should have 100% been a strike. I guarantee you Shaw's going to strike out on a ball down in the zone. I mean, what's crazy is it seems that we're working some pretty decent pitch counts early right now. Shaw fighting here, going to put up at least another 7-pitch at bat like Swanson did. If you're not getting the ball in play, at least be working these pitch counts. I think that's going to be one of the key factors in this game is just working pitch counts all the way through the bullpen through late in the game. And Matt Shaw actually draws a walk, Cubs fans. Matt Shaw draws a 7-pitch walk, which actually should have had to go on at least one more pitch because that number 3 pitch was definitely not a ball. But Shaw, nonetheless, over on first base. And that'll turn it over to Justin Turner, who I think is going to be an automatic out, if I'm being honest. I can't really see him being productive in this spot, but I may be wrong. Ball way high out of the zone. Like, way high out of the zone. Cubs fans, if you were in the chat, or Brewers fans, whichever team you guys happen to be rooting for, don't forget to leave a comment down below in that comment section or chat section. I'd love to hear your thoughts for tonight's game. Pickoff attempt to first base. Shaw, kind of a hard guy to pick off. Wow, that ball was really high. Damn, Contreras had to hop up in a hurry. Yeah, don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, Justin Turner getting a hit here in the left field. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did not see that coming. I thought JT was going to be an auto out, to be honest. Yeah, don't be afraid to let me know your comments. Let me know where you're watching from, who you want to win, who's your favorite player, who do you want to see hit a home run. We already got one out of Seiya Suzuki and Andrew Vaughn on the Brewers side. Tied 3-3, top of the second. 2 outs, 2 on for the Chicago Cubs. And a mound visit for Milwaukee. Milwaukee already going to the bullpen. And Nick Mears coming in to replace Aaron Ashby. Uh, Brewers with a quick hook to the bullpen. I'm going to be honest. That is not something that I actually saw coming. I thought that there wouldn't be such a hook off of Ashby, but it appears with Nico Horner coming to the plate, you might want to have your bases covered. Nico Horner, extremely effective with runners in scoring position, had the second highest batting average and OPS of anybody with runners in scoring position. I believe he had a 365, only behind Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s 372 or 376, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I could see you going to the bullpen here to try to nix Horner with 2 out here in the top of the second. I have not seen a postseason where pitchers had such a quick hook, though. I don't know about any of you guys that may be in the chat, but I cannot remember the last time I've seen a postseason game where we have seen a pitcher have such a quick hook. Outside of perhaps Saturday, obviously, with Colin Ray not making it very far, or Boyd not making it very far into the game. But, I mean, to be fair, Ashby already had, what, 50 pitches into the first? $43, actually. He had 43 pitches and got pulled. Well, if there's anybody that you want, and Mears throws very, 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 very much fastball. Nico Horner is definitely the guy that you want up against the guy that likes to throw the fastball up in the zone. Nico Horner likes to make contact with those. He tends to punch them the other way, which gives the guy from second base the opportunity to score. I don't know if at this point in the game I'd send someone from second unless it was like really down the right field line. But well, actually, it's Shaw over there at second. He's got a lot of speed too. So, I mean, if Nico Horner manages to put this ball in play here, this could be trouble for the Brewers. Oh no! Flies out to center fielder Sal Frelick. That is unlucky. Unlucky. Wow. Okay. Well, as we go into the bottom of the second, I am going to run to the bathroom really quick. So I will be right back. Don't forget, leave your comments, like the streams if you can, whatever platform you are watching on. Leave a comment down below. Let me know who you want to win. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know which team is your favorite tonight. And yeah, I will be right back. All right, we are back just in time to go to the bottom of the second here. Get there we go. Get my headphones pop back in. Hopefully tonight we don't get our stream nicked for quote unquote fake engagement. That was really unfortunate. When we streamed the last game, it when I also just realized I had this stream in the wrong category. If you guys would not mind sharing the stream if you're on the TikTok side, just so that it can get pushed through again under the new category, I would greatly appreciate it. I was still under the gaming category when clearly it's sports. But our last stream, we got nicked for being quote fake engagement, and I don't know how that happened. I wonder if when I went downstairs to either go get something a bite to eat or something like that, like it just I was away for too long. I found it kind of ironic, if I'm being honest. I thought it was hilarious, but yeah, so far so good on both sides of the game. Really, if you're a Cubs fan, you love seeing that home run from Seiya Suzuki. If you're a Brewers fan, you love seeing that home run from Vaughn. So I mean, this is, like I said, I think that this is going to shape up to be a great series. If either a team sweeps, well, obviously Milwaukee's the only team that can sweep at this point, but even if it's a sweep on Milwaukee's side, or if the Cubs find a way to force it all 5 games, I think this is going to be such a fun series to watch. I really do. As Caleb Durbin flies out to right fielder Seiya Suzuki for out number 1. See if Imanaga can get a little bit of a pace going here. Like I said, for those of you on the TikTok side, if you can, please, I was in the wrong category. I caught it too late. If you could either share or like the stream or just repost the stream just so that it gets brought up in the right category, I would really appreciate it. That's my bad. I apologize. But yeah, I think that this could be such a great series if the Cubs get a win or two here, just because then you could prolong it a little bit so we get more baseball games to watch. But I mean, to see the Cubs and the Brewers face off in the NLDS is so cool for me. I've always kind of wanted to see the Cubs face off a division rival in the NLDS or CS, because the last time I think the Cubs played a division rival would have been like the Pirates in the wild card or the NLDS, and I didn't really watch the postseason in 2015. I wasn't really able to. But yeah, no, I mean, this could be such a great series. And like I said, for Imanaga here, I think that if he could just get his rhythm down, get a couple of good innings out of him, I think that that'll help the bullpen. That's what the bullpen needs right now, is just Imanaga to get some distance out of him. And if you're on Milwaukee's side, you just need your bullpen to do what your bullpen does, because obviously you had already turned it over to the bullpen there in the second. So if you could just get, obviously some good pacing out of your bullpen, this could be a potential 3-3 game all the way into the 9th. Honestly, it's kind of looking and shaping up like it could go that way. Blake Perkins strikes out swinging for out number 2. Looks like Shota Imanaga starting to warm up a little bit here. Yeah, man, I think that this could be a really, really fun series if the Cubs manage to sneak one out tonight, just to go get a couple of games at Wrigley, no matter which way those games go, whether it's a dub for us or a dub for Milwaukee. I think just seeing NLDS games, both sides, right, at Wrigley and Miller Park is like super, that would be super cool. Getting 2 games at each, so if the Cubs can at least win tonight, that way you got 2 games at Wrigley. I think that'd be super, cool. That's just obviously me being the Cubs fan that I am, but I think that the Cubs and the Brewers are such a historical division rival. You just you want one of your teams to win in 3 games, but at the same time, you also want to see all 5 games because you just know that all 5 of them, if you play all 5, you're gonna have a little bit of everything, right? Like the Brewers put belt to ass in the first game, right? This could be a tied 3-3 game all the way to the 9th, and then next game maybe the Cubs, go in and run up 9 runs to Milwaukee's 3 or 4. You could really have a really big back and forth and then have a really close couple of games right there in the middle. That would be insanity. Ortiz is kind of hanging in here a little bit after swinging at what should have been ball 2. I don't know why he swung at that for that 4th pitch there. That was a little weird. And another foul. Battling. Like I said, for those of you on the TikTok side, if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing the stream, bring your friends on in here. We could talk Cubs, Brewers, baseball. For those of you on the YouTube side, if you got friends and family who love to watch baseball just like we do, don't be afraid to share, like, comment, and subscribe. That would be amazing. And those of you on the Twitch and or Kick side, if you are watching, drop a follow, and I'd greatly appreciate it. As, let's see here, Ortiz flies out to right fielder Seiya Suzuki. We go to the top of the 3rd. Kyle Tucker will be leading off the top of the 3rd for the Chicago Cubs. And, while I'm at it on the subject, we do a lot of gaming on this channel. That's the main focus, obviously, being that you can see all of my handles there up at the top. It's AmFam Stadium, not Miller Park. Mr. Kevin, kind of like how us Chicagoans refuse to call it the Willis Tower. We all still call it the Sears Tower. A lot of us still call it Miller Park. I know that it's AmFam, but it's Miller Park. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I think that this series could go. It could either go one of 2 ways. Either Milwaukee's gonna clean sweep us, or it's gonna go all 5 games. In my opinion, I don't really think there's gonna be a second option. I don't think there's gonna be just a game 4. I think it's either gonna be Milwaukee sweeps or it goes all 5. That's kind of where I'm at with it. But also, like I was trying to say, Jacob Mizorowski replaces Nick Mears. That's kind of crazy. I thought he would have been a starter for real. I really did. I thought he would have been a starter. That's kind of wild. But what I was saying is obviously this is dominantly a gaming channel. We just built a PC, which is cool. We figured out how to capture card everything, which is really neat. So I'm trying to get back into the whole sports gaming thing too, because I haven't played Madden in forever. I get MLB The Show through Xbox Game Pass every single year, and I play it for like a couple weeks, and then I kind of stop, like right as I'm actually getting good at the game. So if you guys want to see gaming content on the sports side of things, leave me a comment. Let me know if you'd like to see that. We got NASCAR 25 content coming out because that game drops on Friday for early access. So we'll be streaming that all day Saturday. That's going to be so much fun. I've been waiting for a good NASCAR game, and I'm an iRacer. I do a lot of iRacing. And considering the game is made by iRacing, it looks like it's going to be a hell of a fun time. My dogs are moving around, making a lot of noises. It appears that Mama Bear is home. Mama Bear is home. All right, so that whole work pitch counts and just try to smooth sail it. Yeah, that kind of goes out the window with Mizorowski coming in the 3rd. I did not see that coming. ladies and gentlemen in the chat, we have tacos, chips and salsa, made to order and hand delivered.
I don't have tea for that.
I give you my credit card to go buy some stuff. I don't even want to hear it.
That's another thing. Like, the credit card is another shit.
1 and 2 on Kyle Tucker. Oh, Kyle Tucker's probably just gonna roll that pitch over to the first base side, I'd imagine. No, actually third base side. Just kidding. I need to see Kyle Tucker get the ball into the outfield a little bit more often. Something's still not 100% right with his swing mechanics. He's laying over the top of the ball way too much. Way too much. I understand you want him in the lineup because if he manages to put the ball in play, it's gonna be damage. But somebody has to work out something with his swing because he's just laying over ground ball after ground ball. He's not getting the ball up. He's not slugging the ball at all. And what's crazy is like his mechanics, like as a whole, they look okay. He's just getting on top of it. He can't get level or under the ball to really drive it. And that's what sucks. Because like I said, his mechanics, they look right. They look okay. He's just on top of it. And he needs to be here, and he's here. It would appear that Mizorowski is trying to pitch around Seiya Suzuki here. Can't say that I blame him after that absolute nuke of a 440-foot bomb. Yeah, Seiya Suzuki, 4-pitch walk. I'm going to give me my tacos now. Oh, and it's the big bag. Yes. Oh, is it the big thing of salsa too?
No.
Oh. Ooh. That's fine.
Look! There's
Is it the cheese? Oh, it's the cheese. It's the cheese dip. Yes.
You're welcome, bitch.
Thank you very much. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, perks of your wife working at a restaurant is you get some really, really good food. And when you ask for chips and salsa, you also get cheese dip as well. Just so you know.
Well, no. Well, I know you like it.
2-0 on Ian Happ, man on first, 1 away. I don't know, man. That pitch 3, you've been kind of calling a ball all game so far. But, I mean, that's borderline, so I can't be that mad at it. If this was the 9th inning and it was a tie game, I'd be pretty pissed. But, it's early, so I'll be nice. Foul tip right down the middle. Ian, you can't miss that, brother. You can't go missing that, my friend. You gotta do some damage with that ball. You know what I'm saying? I say that as if I'm a major leaguer, and I'm definitely not. But like, bro, you gotta put the bat to the ball there. And just like that, it is a full count on Sir Ian Happ. Oh yeah, steak tacos with lime. Put some of that cheese on there. Hell yeah. Ian, and then you're gonna go strike out on a ball that's like borderline out of the zone. What is we doing? Come on, Ian, you're better than that. That is 100% not what I want to see you do. Oh, there's a paper cut on my thumb, and I just found it with some lime juice. That's unfortunate. Mizorowski seems to be having some troubles locating his slider a little bit right now. I say that, and he throws a slider right down the heart of the zone. Yeah, he's being a little erratic right now. He came in with... No, he came in at the beginning of the inning. Never mind. I was just going to say he came in with one out, and that was not the case. He's a little all over the place right now. Brewers fans. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I apologize in advance for you guys having to watch me eat, but I have not had my dinner yet. Ball way out of the zone. Oh, Carson, by the way, that pitch 4 was definitely a ball. You didn't have to swing at that, my boy. Yeah, I'm exactly one pitch behind for what you guys see on the screen and the live feed I have on my phone. I'm exactly one pitch behind. Oh, in play outs. That's no fun. All right, where'd it go? Was that a rollover to first? Or did he pop out? Oh, ground out to the pitcher. Well, to be fair, when Mizorowski is on, he throws absolute gas, and they tend to get chopped right back to him. So that's fair. Is that the burnt little hot dog coming to steal a treat and then go away like we don't exist?
Bye, bitches.
Little asshole, I swear. Well, for as much as I was really, really hoping that Carson Kelly could do some damage there, I don't really think he had a chance. However, if Kelly could have got that down to PCA, PCA can hit a high fastball. PCA could definitely hit a high fastball. All right, let's see. Is Shota Imanaga coming back out for inning number 3? I'd imagine that he would. His pitch count is not terrible. "38 pitches. I expect to see him again. It is a shame that Kelly could not get that down to PCA. PCA could have done some damage against Mizorowski 100%. 1 pitch and 1 out to start the inning for Imanaga. Jackson Churio flies out to Ian Happ. That's a pretty good start for Imanaga. We like to see that. This has been Imanaga's MO as of lately, where he will allow a deafening home run, and then he'll go and throw like 5 shutout innings of baseball. I would have preferred to have seen that not be a 3-run home run, but what can you do about it? Just like that, I blink, and it's already out number 2. Terang flies out to Ian Happ. All because I wanted to put some cheese on my taco. Unreal. A batter timeout immediately. That was a little odd. Must have not have engaged in time, I would assume. Yeah, he did like a half engage, a half disengage, and then he just called time. That was a little different. I've actually not seen that since the pitch clock has been implemented, to be honest. Oh, William Contreras hits a solo home run, putting Milwaukee up 4-3 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Yeah, that was a pitch right in his wheelhouse there, Imanaga. You can't be doing that, brother. He tried going back. He tried going right back to that second pitch there, down at the knees, and he hung that pitch right into Williams' wheelhouse, right where he's good at hitting it. Damn. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I have a feeling that Cubs Twitter is going absolutely insane right now because of the fact that Imanaga just let up a home run. Let's find out. Yelich puts a ball in play. He singles to right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Oh, yeah. Nobody is happy about Imanaga giving up that home run. Oh, no. Whoa. Looks like Daniel Palencia is going to come in for Imanaga. Actually, no. Now I'm a little confused. Oh, yep. There's the pitch or the point. Daniel Palencia is, in fact, coming in for Shota Imanaga. That was a quick hook, which good. Good. He needed to have a quick hook. So, yeah, everything I said about Shota Imanaga, you could throw that straight out the window as well. That did not go the way that was supposed to go for him, unfortunately. This is not the day for Cubs bats to go quiet. I can tell you that right now. All right, Daniel Palencia does manage to get Vaughn out, but the Brewers take a lead on a William Contreras solo home run. Brewers are up 4-3 heading into the top of the fourth. Cubs Twitter is definitely a little heated right now. There is a tweet that says, like it or not, the Cubs starting pitching was always the issue after Steele got hurt. This postseason, that glaring issue is showing, to which Sam Olber from Locked On Cubs, shout out Sam, loved the podcast. He said at least the Cubs did their best to fix it at the deadline. That's an obvious poke at leadership. Obvious dig at leadership there, and I agree. But after Steele going down, Imanaga was supposed to be your number one. You need more than 2 2/3 out of your supposed number one pitcher. That is, yikes, not going to help whatsoever. You need more than that out of your supposed number one starter. You definitely need it. Who made the salsa today? Got a little bit of kick in it. Got a little bit of spice. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but it's there. Oh boy. We're already down 0-2 on PCA. That happened really, really fast. Called strike, swing, and strike. Which, strike one was definitely a ball. On a side note, I would like to... PCA, you're swinging at that? PCA, brother, that is not going to help getting the offense going if you're swinging at a ball 6 inches up out of the zone. Golly, that ball's at your chin, brother. What I was about to say, before Numbnuts here decided to swing at a pitch that's 10 miles up, the umpire cam looks really cool. I think that needs to be mandatory at every single baseball game ever. 100%. That ump cam is sick. Dansby Swanson quickly down 0-2. Guys, let's not fall into this trap that we did yesterday. Dansby, you know he's going to go slider way out of the... Thank you. Thank you for not swinging at that, Dansby. You knew that was coming. Although, to be fair, that first and second pitch was very, very well located by Mizorowski. I will give him credit for that. I mean, those... you can't paint the edge of the zone better than that, to be honest. Dansby, I don't know why you didn't swing at that, brother. That's like your darkest blue box. You slugged the most from there. Come on, brother. Swing at that with nobody on, please. Swing at that with nobody on base. You have to swing at that when no one's on base. I am seeing way too much passivity out of The Cubs batters again. Yeah, man. I mean, when you got 102 painting the edge like that as a batter, like that's gotta suck trying to decide whether you're gonna pull the trigger on that or not. It really does. Matt Shaw taking the second walk of the night. I'm gonna be 100% honest. That is not something that I expected to see out of Sir Matthew Shaw tonight, taking back-to-back walks. And there's Michael Busch. Like I said, I knew he was going to come in against the righty. Although, to be fair, if I was Milwaukee, I would almost intentionally walk him and take your chances with Nico Horner again. We'll see what they decide to do. But now that Bush has been announced, it would suck if they go for a new pitcher and it'd be lefty. That would really suck. Ooh, taking that for ball one? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's got to get called a strike from Mizorowski. 100% that's got to be called a strike. But you're taking that for ball one there, Bushy? Jesus. I know exactly what ball he's hunting for, too. That's what's crazy. It doesn't matter. He just flied out, I think. Yep. Yep, he did. In foul territory. Damn. It couldn't have gone like an extra 6 inches the other way. Apparently not. Oh, yeah. Got just a little too much under it. Damn, and that ball was right on top of the wall, too. That is so unfortunate. I would imagine since Palencia got one out, he will be coming back out for the bottom of the fourth. Michael Busch remains in the game at first base, so that is a permanent substitution, not just pinch hitter. Right on, right on. Oh yeah, Cubs land is not having it over the fact that Imanaga did not make it past the third inning. Obviously, I'm in a position now where I need to see Palencia get through a full inning of work here. He did it against the Padres, so I don't really think that he couldn't do it here. See what Council's got lined up. Self-Rayleigh grounds out. Shortstop Dansby Swanson to first baseman Michael Bush. Out number one of the inning.
No, me voy a bañar, después lo saco. Me voy a bañar.
Oh! Hit by pitch by Daniel Palencia is not what you want. That's gotta suck. LA won. I'm just seeing that. I'm just actually now paying attention to what's up there. 4-3 over Philly. Oh yeah, right on the elbow too. That sucks. Mm. Right on the elbow with no pads at 100. Golly. People can't say that baseball players ain't tough, man, because that would make me cry like an absolute bitch. Come on, Danny P, you can get yourself out of this. I know you can. Blake Perkins goes down swinging. 2 down with 1 on in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see. It is Joey Ortiz up to bat. Hey, Danny, don't go throwing the ball that low, brother. You can't guarantee that Kelly is going to stop that every time. Oh, back-to-back pickoff attempts. Please do not do that again. All right. Ortiz smacks a single up the center. Out to PCA. Men on first and second with 2 out in the bottom of the Brewers' fourth. Just focus on your guy, Danny. Don't worry about first and second. Just place your pitches. Place your pitches, and you'll be out of this, and you'll be done for the night. I'm missing a pitch, so like 2 of them are going to come really fast back to back here. Ah, shit. Jackson Churio just hit a 3-run homer. It is now 7-3 Milwaukee Brewers in the 4th inning. This is starting to turn out to be a replay from Saturday. Not good. Not good. Man, that home run is absolutely crushing. Brewers are one of the best bullpens in baseball. I don't foresee the Cubs getting 4 runs in the next 5 innings here. Damn. Okay, well, this is highly unfortunate, and with the unlikely probability, we need the offense to get their ass into gear, and they need to do it now. Uh, because there's nothing good about this right now. Oh man, I do not see a way that the Cubs dig themselves out of this one whatsoever. And instead of giving your two best pitchers days off going into Wrigley, now you got to use who, Tyone and Ray. Oh, all right, Nico. I see you punching one down the right field side, pushing one the other way. All right, Nico. Oh, Kyle, come on, man. You can't swing it, dumb shit, out of the zone. Oh, man. Just anything but a double play, Kyle. Please. Anything but a double play. All right, out on a foul tip. At least you didn't double up. And Saya, can you please be a little more aggressive on strike one, please? You take way too many called strike ones there, pal. All right, we got 2-2 on Suzuki here, 1-1 out in the top of the fifth. Suzuki battling. Don't make a mistake up in the zone against Suzuki. He will find a way to catch up and hit it. Pitch 4 was a swinging strike. Pitch 5 was a foul. You put that ball there again, he's not going to miss it. Now, that ball was way, well, not really way out of the zone. But that's unfortunate. And you don't gotta get crazy and do a ton of damage. Just move it along. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Son of a bitch. Flies out in foul territory. Can we not get the bat on the fucking ball, guys? Jesus Christ. Jacob, we are doing a watch along for the Cubs Brewers NLDS Game 2, where Milwaukee currently leads the Chicago Cubs 7-3 in the middle of the fifth. I'll put my vape somewhere. Pomeranz continues a second inning of work here. Quick 0-2 on William Contreras. Yeah, the Cubs offense getting a 1 3-run homer is not going to do it. The offense needs to be a lot more consistent. That's for sure. Not being able to move guys another 90 feet up the base paths ain't going to do it either. We need this offense to find a way to get back to what they were doing in the first 3 months of the season, and they need to do it right now. You go back home to Wrigley, down 2-0. You're probably going to get swept. And getting swept at home, there's going to be a lot of pissed off Cubs fans at that game. A lot of people will be calling for the heads of Jed Hoyer and Carter Hawkins. And I can't really say that I blame them after Carter Hawkins' famous quote of, we didn't do everything we could because we also owe the 2032 Cubs an opportunity at a World Series. I say that again. We have an obligation to the 2032 Cubs, is what he said. Yeah, man. So we can't actually play the game for obvious reasons. That would be very very not cool. Every one of my channels will get stricken down pretty damn fast. So we're just doing the live, uh, game day live feed here and just doing some kind of commentary over it. Chatting with chatters when they come in and just trying to talk about baseball. Favorite Cub of all time, Anthony Rizzo. No doubt about it, Anthony Rizzo. I think that Anthony Rizzo embodied um, what it was to be a Cub when the Cubs were in a very, very bad spot. I could also make the argument for Sammy Sosa, but I feel like he's a little bit of a cop out. I think everybody chooses Sammy Sosa at least at some point in time. But yeah, I would have to go Anthony Rizzo. Mark Grace was before my time watching the Cubs. I didn't really start watching the Cubs until the tail end of the 2015 season. Well, actually, that's not true. When I lived in Chicago, my dad would always have Cubs games on, but I was too young to really remember them. Um, so yeah, my time in Cubs land would be uh right as they started that rebuild for the 2016 run for sure. Who would be your favorite Cub of all time, assuming that you're in here as a Cubs fan? Or actually, if you're not a Cubs fan, I could say who's your favorite baseball player in general? Not a Cubs fan, really love Grace, loves Sandberg. Sandberg's a good one too. A very, very good one, actually. Once a Cub legend, always a Cubs legend. Ooh, favorite non-Cub? You mean like never played for the Cubs? Oh, well, ooh, okay. That's a good one. If I gotta go past player, it would probably be Derek Jeter because it seemed like every commercial I saw for baseball or baseball games as a kid, it was always Derek Jeter. If I gotta go like a current playing player, um, I would probably have to go with Aaron Judge because he has been so incredibly consistent the last 3 to 4 years, tearing the cover off the baseball. I mean, the guy's a freak, like an absolute freak. But yeah, if I got to go like all time as far back as I can remember, probably Derek Jeter, just because, like I said, I remember seeing commercials for just about any and all baseball games with him on it. It seemed like any major MLB commercial had him in it in some way, shape, or form. Very recognizable guy. But yeah, current player, I'm definitely going Aaron Judge. He kills the baseball consistently. He's going to be one of the all time greatest hitters if he keeps up doing what he's doing 100%. If you've ever been to any baseball games, what's your favorite ballpark that you've been to? If you've been to a couple of different ones. Come on, Cubs. Please find a way to put up a zero here. We need a zero here. No shot you're going to come in with 2 outs and then walk the next two batters that you see, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Kelly, PCA, Swanson due up in the Cubs sixth. Yeah, that's a really bad spot to be in the lineup. To be honest, I could see the Cubs going down in order this inning. To be honest, if I'm being honest, I can 100% see them going down in order. Let's see what Twitter's got to say about the Chicago Cubs right now. I bet you Cubs Twitter is just having a blissful time. Not a whole lot going on in in Cubs Twitter. The only post I see right now is sure the Cubs might be losing and their pitching might be tapped, but at least it's 10 p.m. and we get to listen to the broadcast fawn over the Brewers. That is fair, Michael. That is fair. Man, and what sucks is this game started off so promising with that Seiya home run. It looked like the offense was starting to right itself for today's game, and that's all the scoring that we've done in the first inning. That is such a level of unfortunate. It hurts my brain to think about it. So the Brewers have a pitching change. Chad Patrick replaces Jacob Mizorowski. Don't really know too much about this Chad Patrick fellow, if I'm being honest. But Carson Kelly knows him. He's 0-2 against him. So that's fun. Hey, Kelly, when there's no one on base, I need you to swing the bat just a little bit more there, pal. Do something. Do something to spark this offense, because golly. I said that the key today would be passive and take your walks, and that has gotten us absolutely nowhere. So we got to start trying to hit the ball. And Carson Kelly strikes out swinging. Perfect start to the inning. All right, PCA. I'm gonna really need you to actually lean into one here. I'm gonna need you to find yourself right now, because you haven't done anything all postseason, my friend, except for one home run, and one home run the entire postseason ain't finna cut it. So if you're just joining in, it is all Brewers. It is 7-3, top six, a 1 out, PCA at the plate, 1-2. Make that 2-2. My apologies. The Cubs scored early with a 3-run homer off of Seiya Suzuki, to which Andrew Vaughn then answered with a 3-run homer. There was a solo homer by William Contreras in the third, and then Jackson Churio hit a 3-run homer in the fourth. And that brings us up to the sixth inning, where it is 7-3 Milwaukee. Oh, PCA, come on, man. A ball way down in the dirt? What are you doing? God, man, PCA looks so lost at the plate right now. That's not good. Dansby Swanson rolls the chopper over to first base, by the way. PCA swung at a ball that was at his feet. Man, this is going to be a long 3 innings to get through. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the Cubs. I'm seeing a couple tweets here that says that the Cubs ain't gonna get another hit, and I think that's 100% accurate. To be honest, but at any rate, it is 10:15. I wake up at 3:45 for work. Um, Unfortunate. Cubs are definitely gonna lose this game. They're probably gonna go home and get swept. GG's Milwaukee. GG's. You guys. You guys are definitely the better team. Can I can't not say that. So yeah. Good luck to the Brewers and the NLCS, I suppose.